We're back here today with Little Cup, and I'm facing a team that I was hoping that I would not have to face. We're starting off today with Rain, apparently. And Rain has been recently tearing up Little Cup a bit, and I didn't really want to prepare for it. It didn't really feel like it. So I'm not really prepared for it, unfortunately. But that's just how things go. Now, my Quaxley isn't really going to be able to beat the Rain, per se, because they've got two Swift Swim water types that could easily terrestrialize into a grass type or something. So I think I just need to overpower it as quickly as possible. So Strudel here, obviously, it's a prankster. So we just want to lock into something that's going to be as problematic for the rain types in the back. And Power Gem and Sludge Bomb equally annoying. So I think I'm just going to go for the thing that can get me the poison chance. Here, I don't know what they're going to go into. If they go into Pawnyard, that's fine. As they go into Toadschool, I actually get the poison on Toadschool. That's fine by me. And now I can go into my Swablu. Swablu is on the team specifically to deal with Toadschool because it has Natural Cure, which means that I don't care about getting put to sleep. And at this point, I'm going to double out here into my Teddiursa, I think. Oh, they stay in. Okay. Well, that's fine. I'll switch out again into my Swablu because, once again, this deals with it. Teddiursa doesn't do too much at this point in the game, so I guess I'll just sack it. If they want to knock off again, that's fine. But, yeah, Psyduck is more what I was expecting them to go into. Now, they can Nasty Plot, so I'm not going to want to let them just get a free turn. But that's fine. I actually want to see if they'll stay in here with the Psyduck. I go for Comeuppance here. I am Focus Sash. And this should kill the Psyduck. So, Houndour gets his first kill. Comeuppance is a fun little tech that you can play around with. I don't think it's necessarily like the most broken thing, but there's only like a few Pokemon that get it. Houndour, Houndoom, and Babostiff. So, I figured today I'd like to try out the Comeuppance Houndour, and if I can get a kill with it, I'm gonna go for that. And getting rid of the Psyduck is good, but unfortunately, they also have Buizel, and the Buizel is worse, I think. Flamethrower is stronger, except for in Rain. Well, that was unfortunate for them. Not only did they fail to Encore me, but they actually lost their priority Rain setup sweeper. So they do have Voltorb, and Voltorb usually is a secondary Rain setter. And it's very fast, so unless you lose a speed tie against Diglett, you should usually get your Rain up as well there. So I don't want them to get up their Rain here for free. I'm just going to go for that. Now I'm actually going to click Protect here. Protect is not on this set for Rain. It's actually on here more for first impression and whatnot. But it will serve that purpose as well here. Because if I can stall out the Rain, I will take it. And now I'm going to go just, I'm going to sack it now at this point. No point going for the triple protect. It was almost certainly not going to happen. As they go into Buizel. And, yeah, I forget though. Does Buizel get an ice move? Because I've seen them have bulk up, wave crash. They might get an ice move. So I guess I'll go into the Quaxley here. As I will just rapid spin. They may want to bulk up. But if I can waste some rain turns, I'll take it. Another one that's annoying about Voltorb is that it does have rapid spin. Yeah, see, as they do go for bulk up there. So I still have to get another wave crash that kills. And they are Oranberry, and they have to waste their Oranberry. Now I want to see what happens with Swablu here. I'm going to click Perish Song. Maybe I should click Hurricane instead. They click Wave Crash and they die. Okay. And I'm going to go into Glimmet. And we'll just go for Power Gem, Mudshot. Because if they switch into the Pawnyard, I want to do damage to the Pawnyard. Now this is the last turn of rain though. But unfortunately, I think we've lost game 1 to the rain. This Buizel rain combo is just way too powerful, and I didn't have much for it, unfortunately. Now if I had... what am I trying to say? If I had agility, I would go for it here. Actually, I can't really go for agility here. Because if I had agility and they stayed in, then that would have been a problem. So the Voltorb comes out, right? They do their thing. Get up the rain dance. Now the Buizel won't necessarily be able to go for a bulk up, so its Wave Crash will be weaker. I don't even know 100% if it'll kill. What I do know is that I'm not a fighting type Girafarig, I'm a fire type. I just wanted to try out fire type Girafarig, see if it was any good. And at least in this first game, it does not appear to be very good. We actually do die to Wave Crash. Okay. So we do get a 1-0, which isn't too bad. But you can see that you can just farm points using this strategy on the ladder. So rain is a really annoying strategy at the moment. Okay. Now I have no ground type on my side of the field, so I'm assuming that they may want to lead off with the Magnemite, as they actually lead off with Gothita. They may be Trick on this. I'm not really sure what they'd be. I'm just going to click Crunch, as I will now outspeed them most likely, unless they are Choice Scarf. But that's fine. I'm just going to click Earthquake now in case they go Pawnyard. I don't think you'd go into Bronzor. And I'm actually going to save this. I don't think I need to sack it just yet. Then the question is, what do I go into here? Because Glimmet is also weak to Aqua Jet. I can go Quaxley. That'll do. Okay, I can just click the liquidation here. And I will be able to outspeed them. Okay, that's fine. Actually, they're in range of Aqua Jet if I had it, but I don't have it. They don't know that I don't have it though. What is not necessary to keep? Swablu is not necessary to keep on this team. Don't need to keep the Swablu. They go Rufflet. They can sack it. Yep, Air Lace, that's fine. I'm gonna go into... Well, Glimmet is an easy thing to go into, but then it's pretty obvious that they're gonna have to switch out. So I have to go for Mud Shot or something here. As I actually go Bronzor, which is a really good play on their part. I'm gonna go... Well, Teddy Ursa dies no matter what if I switch it in like that. So I'm gonna go Houndour instead here, as they go into Azurill. So I can click Flamethrower here. They are not a water type. If I had Sludge Bomb, that'd be even better for them. No, they are a water type now. Okay, but because they didn't break my Focus Sash, I can Comeuppance and kill them. The other thing you could definitely run on this particular set would be Destiny Bond, but do I need to keep this around? It's good for Bronzor, I suppose. I'm going to sack Teddy Ursa instead, because I think this is Choice Scarf for Magnemite. Might not be, but I think it is. Okay. Let's go into Girafarig now. And I'm just going to Terastallize and go for Terra Blast. Now, because I'm not a fighting type, Sucker Punch is going to do a lot, but it doesn't kill me from full. And now they can go into their Magnemite. I'm going to sack the Houndour, Acid Thunderbolt. That's fine. Now I'm actually going to double back into Girafarig. If they are not Choice Scarf, that's bad for me, but since they seem to be, I'm just going to go for Terra Blast. And they can go into Rufflet, that's fine. Are they double choice Scarf? No, they're not. They're just sacking the Rufflet. That's okay. So now the question is, what do I need? What don't I need? I don't really need my Glimmet. I don't think. And now we will go for the Power Gem. And that does kill. Good. I should not die to Stealth Rock. So I'm going to go into Quaxley. I don't really do anything. And the problem is here, they can go for their Calm Mind Iron Defense, which is sort of an issue. Terra Blast time. Okay. Maybe I should have kept my Swablu. Keeping Swablu around would have been really good. Because then I could have gone for the Parashong, and then they would have been dead meat. But as it stands, I have to hope that I get a Power Gem crit or something. Oh no. I did get a crit. I did get a crit. Well, that's unfortunate for my opponent. Yeah. Maybe keeping around the Swablu. Bronzor with that particular set is quite scary if you let it get set up. I've seen it happen once before, but I wasn't thinking about that. Okay. So we got Glimmet again, and Nimble once again is running around doing its thing. I'm gonna lead off with Teddy Ursa, and that's fine. Cacnea is an interesting Pokemon. To be honest, I'm not really sure what it's supposed to do. On a crunch here, you may not want to Terastallize turn 1 against the Teddy Ursa. Maybe you would. But if not, now I will outspeed you and I can click Facade. And hopefully they Terastallize right now. Because if they do Terastallize, they will die and waste the Terastallizing at the same time. But they wisely do not do that. So we get a turn 1 kill, or turn 2 kill on the Giraffe Rig. Oh yeah, Cacnea. Interesting. Because it gets Water Absorb. So it beats water type moves. But if the Psyduck has Ice Beam, you die. And if Weasel gets an ice move, then that's a problem as well. I'm going to click Protect here. And then we're going to click Facade again. Interestingly, Nimble is sort of forcing a lot of little cut Pokemon to run Protect. But if you do run Protect, that's really all it takes. It does get Sucker Punch, and that is powerful, but I'm bulky enough to take that. Right? And so, like, now you've lost your Nimble, and I'm still faster than all non-Scarf Pokemon in the little cup tier with base 21 speed. So Teddy Ursa isn't this crazy, it beats every Pokemon kind of thing, but it's definitely not bad. Going for extreme speed is very obvious there, so we're just going to play around that a bit. I'm going to go for the Mud Shot here, because I thought that they might want to go into their Glimmet, but they decided not to. Well, that's okay. I wonder if they are locked in. Do I need Quaxley? Not particularly. As they go into it this turn, I'm going to Rapid Spin up, because then I will be faster than everything else in the back. And if they decide to go Cacnea, then now we can Brave Bird. And they don't have any good Brave Bird switch-ins. Dratini may die, it may not. If I were Terra Flying, I would go for it here. I'm still Terra Water. Maybe I should be Terra Flying. That might be a better option. But now I'm +1 attack and +1 speed. So this is an issue for everybody involved. It could be Choice Scarf Glimmet, and they would outspeed me. So that is something to consider. But if they're not, and they're not in Focus Sash, then that's just game, I'm pretty sure. Because Extreme Speed Dratini, I wonder if normal type Extreme Speed Dratini would be good. I'm not sure. And look at how many points that guy had. They were 1473 on the ladder. And that was a pretty easy 6-0. So I'll take that. In fact, we're gonna save that game. Get another battle. Feel pretty good about that one. So yeah, Teddy Ursa, really fun Pokemon. I don't know if it's the best one, but it's definitely a fun one. All right. The other thing that Protect definitely allows you to do is to get up your Toxic Orb, sorry. So turn 1, a lot of times these Giraffe Rigs, they don't think to Terastallize and to kill you right away. So I get to crunch and then I get to outspeed and kill them. But if, for instance, I'm facing against the Magnemite, then I can instead protect. Okay, so they are sturdy, choice scarfed. Do I want to keep this around? I sort of do, not gonna lie. I sort of do want to keep this. I'm gonna go into my limit, I think. Because now I can just go for the power gem, and they don't have a good power gem switch in, and I am choice scarf as well. Good. So the choice scarf Magnemite was a problem. Like I said before, we don't have anything to deal with electric types. We don't have a ground type. What happened? Going for Giga Drain. That's fine. I'm going to go for the Hurricane. In case they go Choodle. Yeah, they did. So, a bit awkward situation. They're confused. They hurt themselves in confusion, and I actually hit another Hurricane. So I get pretty fortunate there. By pretty fortunate, I mean extremely fortunate. Not only did I hit 2 Hurricanes, but I got them confused. So I don't even take any damage. So I'll definitely take that. At this juncture, I'm going to sack something. Like, all my Pokemon are pretty good. I think I'm going to sack the Quaxley, actually. Okay. I'm just going to liquidate here. Now, my opponent, in theory, could win. What they don't realize is that they don't win because I have Houndour. So no matter how many times they bulk up, the Houndour is going to just come in and obliterate them. So I'm just wasting time until my opponent decides to kill me. And then my Houndour will just win. So we'll let them do their thing. This is cute. Eventually they'll kill me. Yeah, right there. Now we go Houndour. We go for Comeuppance. And now they're dead. So good job. Good job, my guy. That was really worth wasting everybody's time for. So, gotta watch out for Houndour. If you put Destiny Bond on Houndour, I think it could be even more cool. The problem is that base 16 speed isn't the fastest. If Houndour were base 20 speed, for instance, it would be busted. But it's not. So 16 speed would be enough in this particular instance to kill the Fungus with the Destiny Bond. As they are, wait. Okay, I'm 16 speed. They're max 12 speed, so they are Choice Scarf Fungus. With some kind of Terra Blast. I don't know what kind of Terra Blast that is. Okay. I'm going to go into Fungus, or into Girafarig. I'm just going to figure out what Terra type they are, I suppose. Let's go for the Earthquake. That does a lot of damage. So they are Dark Terra type. Fortunately, we can just go into Glimmet now and Sludge Bomb, and that'll kill them. And I'm actually going to switch out here into my Swablu because I don't need that anymore. And I'm going to go for Hurricane. And, okay, let's go for a Spike. I wonder if they realize that I'm Choice Scarfed. If they don't realize that I'm Choice Scarfed, they may waste all their Sucker Punches on something that doesn't matter. That'd be pretty funny if they did. Okay, they're wasting Sucker Punches. Okay, eventually they figure out that they should just do that. Okay. Protect here. As they go for Protect of their own. And I'll just Earthquake. Okay. Good job to my opponent for going for the Sucker Punch play. If I'd have been thinking about it, what I should have done, instead of going for a Hurricane, I should have gone for Perish Song, and then they couldn't have done that. So I choked that endgame. Should have Perish Songed. I put Perish Song on here for a reason, and I should be using it. So that's my bad. So don't lose to the Rufflet. That was a waste of time for them setting up. But I definitely should have gone for Perish Song, so I'll have to take that one on the chin. So yeah, let's talk about this team a bit. The Houndour Comeuppance has definitely come into play multiple times. I definitely think that's not a bad tech on Houndour. Girafarig, I haven't really been a big fan of this set. Crunch is really nice for the Drifloons of the world and whatnot. But the Fire Terror type hasn't really come too much into play. Let's see here. It could be Choice Scarf Mankey and just lead off with that. In which case I don't want to be stuck leading with my Teddiursa that can never be faster than it and is weak to it. I think that's a bad idea. So I think I'm going to lead off with my Choice Scarf Glimmet this time. So yeah, the Girafarig, I think it could be better than it is currently. The Teddiursa though, I think is doing fine. And the Quaxly, I think it needs to be flying. I'm not going to change it at this point, but I think this probably should be flying Terror type. The Swablu, I just need to click Perish Song and not be dumb. And the Choice Scarf Glimmet, I still really like Choice Scarf Glimmet a lot. Okay, and as they're Glimmet themselves, and they don't have a ground type switch in, and they're Focus Sash, so that's fine. They get up rocks, which is really annoying, I'm not gonna lie. But it's not the end of the world. I'm gonna go for Ice Beam here. I'll just stay in against this. Now we Roost. That was the guaranteed turn to sleep. There was nothing I could do there. And at this point, I don't want the Shelter to set up, so I'm going to just go for the Hurricane. And this is a speed tie in theory. Alright. I don't know what I should go into. I'm going to go into Houndour though. Just going to Flamethrower here. They may think that I'm going to go back into the Swablu again. And so they wouldn't Earth Power. Yeah, there you go. So that's fine. I'm going to go into Swablu now. So they go into Mankey. They can kill me here for sure. Because I'm a normal flying type, not a dragon flying or whatever. Okay. Let's go into... What do I go into here? I'm going to go into Quaxly and Rapid Spin. I think that'll be good. Just get rid of the Stealth Rock. Unfortunately, the Stealth Rock has already done the thing that we don't want it to do, right? My Swablu's fainted, and my Houndour's already got its Focus Sash broken. So the Stealth Rock aren't really that pivotal at this point, but just getting rid of them is nice. And it'll give me a speed boost, of course. If they stay in, then they may be Choice Scarf, and that would be annoying. But I do have pretty decent position here, I think. And at this point, I just am going to... I'm just going to Liquidate here. They may have Thunderbolt, as they don't seem to have Thunderbolt. They just have screens. Okay. I'm going to Rapid Spin again here, because I should outspeed the Shelter after the Shell Smash. And then the question is, do we kill with the Brave Bird? Probably not. Yeah, and Houndour is dead. Also wouldn't really work quite so well. I do have Psychic Fangs for this. So maybe sacking the Houndour and then going in Girafarig might be good. I'm not really sure. Let me see. Let's calc it. So Quaxly, Shelter, Little Cup, Shell Smash. Behind a Reflect, wherever that is. But then -1 defense. Look at that. We got a lot of defense there. My Braver's not going to do anything. Rapid Spin doing 10 to 15 is in line with that. So I actually think I'm going to sack the Houndour. I should actually go for another Shell Smash. You know, that's crazy. Okay. Well, Dark Pulse here. They should be decently scared of this, but I guess they don't have to be. Because they do know that I haven't burned a sleep turn yet. Not really sure why they went for that, but I guess it's fine. Yeah, this might be game right here. If I were grass terror type, I could have gone for that. But I'm not. Okay. And yeah, we'll just click the earthquake here. No reason not to. Go Quaxley. And Brave Bird. Okay. Woo! I got smashed that game. It's a bit of a problem. Okay. Let's lead off with the Quaxley here. If they want to get up their webs, they're not going to be able to. And the watch roll is a little bit of an annoyance for sure. But if I get an attack boost at any given point, I can Brave Bird it. They actually lead off with their watch roll, which is pretty smart on their part, recognizing that I have no electric immunity. So I'll go into Draft Rig here and just eat that. We'll go for the Crunch, just to get off some amount of damage. And I guess I was in the speed tie. I should have gone for Psychic Fangs. That would have been smarter. Okay. So we also know that their watch roll is not Choice Scarf, so that's good to know. I will Psychic Fangs here. And they aren't actually Eviolite, they are White Herb, which is interesting to note. Let's see now. 14 would be 28. Not only 24 speed on my Glimmet. My Houndour. Now we're gonna have to sack my Houndour here. Comeuppance time. Hopefully they don't Rock Blast. Yeah, good. They didn't Rock Blast. So dodge a bullet there. Interestingly, that was their main form of offense on this team. Unless the Glimmet is offensive, I suppose. But we know Toadschool sure as heck isn't. Now I'll just click Dark Pulse. I don't know if they'd be max speed. They probably are max speed, to be honest. There's actually Bug Buzz there, which is sort of interesting. So I'm going to go Quaxley now. Go for Rapid Spin. And after Rapid Spin, I will outspeed Watch Roll. And I'll outspeed this too. So now I can just Brave Bird. And they don't get up webs. You know what would be cool is to actually be Terra fighting on this. I think that would be nice. I feel like this screams that they're Choice Scarfed. But if they're not, it would be good to avoid that. Okay. Let's go for the Power Gem. Power Gem will hit this, as well as Watch Roll, and will do damage to the Pawniard. Okay, Toadschool comes out. The Swablu is here for that. Specifically, we go for the Ice Beam. That'll hit Toadschool if they stay in. It'll hit the Watch Roll if they go into that. If they go into Pawniard, that is an issue. Now I have to decide what I want to do against Pawniard in this endgame. As they go Watch Roll, I'm glad that they did that. That definitely makes things a lot easier overall. Not too much, I guess, but it does mean they're down a sack. Okay. I can go into the Perish Song. That's what we do here. We click Perish Song and we get flinched is what we do, actually. Okay. So that's really unfortunate. Okay, Teddiursa. Then just click Earthquake. As they are Brick Break. Now I have to go Glimmet here because Sucker Punch is coming out. Yep, there we go. Now I click Mud Shot and they die. Good. Good, I'm glad to see that. I'm gonna actually sack the Teddiursa. Reason being, if they go for Rapid Spin, they're gonna be faster than me anyway. So the amount of speed I have doesn't really matter so much. Yeah, right there, see? So being quick quick feet, doesn't matter. I'm just going to die. So let's go for Sludge Bomb with Earth Power. And okay. So I was basically checkmate at that point. I couldn't really do too much about that. Maybe I should have done something earlier in the game, like not lead Quaxley. That was probably a bad lead. However, I think I am going to lead Quaxley again. It leads off well against the Comeuppance. Leads off well against the Coco. With the lead off of Toadstool, I'm just going to Brave Bird that. In case they decide to Spore. Yeah, I like that. Good, so Toadstool gone turn 1. I can definitely appreciate that. And I don't really have anything good to go into after the fact, as we can Rapid Spin into Glimmet. Okay, they're more offensive, or maybe that just kills, I'm not really sure. I'm gonna go into my Teddiursa now and click the Earthquake, as they'll probably try to go Nimble now. This is sort of one of the things I like to do with this Teddiursa set. If you can bait in the Nimble by making them think, free first impression kill. Well, that's not going to happen now. And now you have to switch into Facade. So they do have Hippopotas, which can switch in. But they're definitely going to not appreciate this. Also, I guess the one thing that I wasn't thinking about is that they could always Sucker Punch. I always forget that Nimble has Sucker Punch and even Feint. But fortunately, that didn't seem to be that big of a deal here. All right, let's go into Glimmet here, because that can absorb the Toxic Spike. And then I'm going to Terastallize into a Rock type here. That way I won't be weak to Psychic moves, and it'll power up my Rock type. And since I'm Choice Scarf, this is going to die, unless they turn into a Fighting type. If they do turn into a Fighting type, that'd be something. Because then they can just Terra Blast and I'll die. Although, 19 Spit F is not that big of a deal. I'll probably still die. And then the Fuecoco. Okay, yep, there we go. So the question is, do we risk the speed tie? I sort of think I should. It's going to come out, Psychic Fangs. Okay. We don't get it. It is what it is. I'm going to go into my Swablu, I think, on the Nimble. I do resist, but not anymore because of that. Then I can click the Roost. They should just U-turn, really. Or just Leech Life, that works too. Okay. I'm going to go into Houndour now and click Dark Pulse, as they do go for a Coco. And let's see if I can get a flinch. That's really what I need here. I actually get the flinch. That's huge. Because now we get to just click Comeuppance. And they should die. Perfect. All right, I think we're going to end it on that. With Houndour getting its final kill with Comeuppance. Overall, the team was okay. I don't think this team is the best, but I'm really just throwing together Pokemon I wanted to try out using. The Houndour, I think, with Comeuppance is actually not bad. If you can keep hazards off the field, Comeuppance Houndour gets you out of so many bad situations. It's actually really useful. The Teddiursa is quite good, but it's definitely not, the end-all be-all of brokenness. It's just something you have to consider in the back of your head. But if any time somebody gets off a Rapid Spin or something, you only get a 1.5 speed boost with Quick Feet, and so you're not really going to be an uber threat compared to, like Swift Swim, like Weasel, which is an actual problem. Quaxley, I think, really pairs well, though, with Houndour, because you have a Water type for a Fire type. That does help in some situations. And also, you have the Rapid Spin. I think you definitely need to have a good hazard removal. Swablu, not a big fan of Swablu. It isn't as bulky as I'd like it to be, especially for the Nimble, and even the Toadstool is doing more damage than I felt like it should. So I'm not sure I like Swablu. And then Glimmet, Choice Card Glimmet is just my favorite Glimmet. I definitely like Glimmet a lot as a Pokemon, and so I'm always glad to have the excuse to use it. Anyway, But yeah, Houndour definitely earned the thumbnail in this video, and I'm pretty pleased with how it did. Anyway, that'll be it for me today. I'll catch you guys next time.